Labor law. Fair treatment in service. Paying equal pay. According to the Constitution of Sri Lanka, all persons are equal before the law and are entitled to equal protection under the law. The Constitution also prohibits discrimination on the basis of sex, among other grounds. However, we find no provision in the Constitution or in any other labor law that requires equal pay for services of equal value. Source: Article 12 of the 1978 Constitution of Sri Lanka. According to the Constitution, no person should be discriminated against on the basis of race, religion, language, caste, gender, political opinion, place of birth, or any other reason. There are no specific provisions in the Constitution or labor laws to prevent discrimination based on relevant facts in employment. The law also prohibits discrimination against disabled persons and unionized workers in employment-related matters. Government executive action. The Constitution of Sri Lanka gives every individual the right to complain to the Supreme Court about violations of fundamental rights. It is not clear whether individuals can receive compensation for changes made by private sector employers. Source: 1978 Constitution, Article 12 and 17. Equal right to choose a career. According to the Constitution of Sri Lanka, every citizen has the freedom to engage in any lawful occupation, profession, trade, business, or enterprise by himself or in association with others. However, certain labor laws prohibit the employment of women in certain male-dominated industries. Source: Constitution of Sri Lanka 1978 Section 14(1)(u). Employment of women in Mines Ordinance 1937 Section 2. Factories Ordinance Section 86. Under the Penal Code of Sri Lanka, an invited sexual solicitation by an authority figure in a workplace is considered sexual harassment. A person found guilty of sexual assault can be punished with imprisonment for a period of up to 5 years or a fine, or both. The victim of sexual harassment may also be ordered to pay an amount determined by the court for the injuries sustained by the victim. Source: 1865 Sri Lanka Penal Code Section 345. Obtaining service on force of bond. Prohibition of forced labor. Forced or compulsory labor is prohibited under the Constitution. The Penal Code also prohibits obtaining forced or compulsory labor and makes it a punishable offense. A person who contravenes the provisions of this section commits an offense and is liable on conviction to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 20 years or to a fine. However, if forced labor is obtained from a child, the person who committed the offense can be punished with imprisonment not exceeding 30 years and a fine. Source: Constitution of 1978, Section 258 of the Penal Code of 1885. Freedom to change job or leave job. Employees have the right to change jobs after giving proper notice to their employer. See the Job Security section for more information on this. Source: Section 31 of the Industrial Disputes Act, 1950. In human working conditions, the normal working hours of 40 hours per week and 8 hours per day may be extended. According to the Factories Ordinance, normal working hours shall not exceed 9 hours in a day, including breaks for meals and rest. See the Compensation section for more information on this. Source: Shops and Office Workers Act 1950 for Regulations 6, 7,